know we for or against them, but we shook them up. Okay.
For them.
For them. Okay. All right. Yeah. Jokes aside, we are for the child labor laws. But back in the day when we was coming up, we was working as soon as we could walk. Okay. We had some kind of little hustle going on.
Going to the grocery store for the seniors.
That part.
Emptying garbage for the seniors.
Cutting people line for them.
Heck yeah.
Lawn care is a very viable opportunity out here.
And it don't matter how old you are for that.
Right.
Because you can be a kidpreneur at any age. And I think our next segment all about the kids, we're gonna do something for kidpreneurs, because I go to a lot of pop-up shops and it just really makes me almost want to cry when I see a kid with a booth and they selling their product that they believe in, that they created, they researched and developed. And sometimes I'm like, you know what, little one, you going somewhere, yo. You doing better than me. Can I sit down and talk to you so I can get in the know? Right. Okay? Y'all better stay tuned because we can learn from everybody.
Yes.
So, yeah, check out the Hamilton County Youth Employment Program and see what they offer down there. But what I did want to mention, that I'm going to ask, let Black Evie weigh in on its Amazon and whatever else she has to say. I really am stressing getting our children into something positive for the ones that need to be watched and the ones that need to start learning community-based education, getting them into something like for employment, career development, as such we're talking. Because these are our future leaders. And if we don't train them up the way that they need to go, we're going to end up with a whole bunch of Donald Trumps. And I don't want that. And then we be in the P. Diddy, T.D. Jakes, and everybody else mess. I'm not going to comment on any of that, weigh in one way or the other. I just don't want that mess anymore. So, Black Evie, it's on you, boo. How about what you got to say, and let us know if you know anything about Amazon and kids.
Okay, first of all, what I got to say is give it up for CCY. That was like summertime program for kids. Okay, that was just great. I mean, every kid in Cincinnati couldn't wait to get 13, 14 years old because we knew we could work. And that's what we wanted to do. But you all named off a major list, a long list of new programs that are out there, nationwide and locally. And I hope that people can take complete advantage of this information. This is an extremely informative show. So people are going to have to play this back and take notes. But anyway, I am here today to listen, learn, and just to give you a few tips. All this summertime fun that we're talking about for the kids, let's talk about some fun in the sun safety tips. Alright, the sun is real, and kids don't go outside to play as much as when we were kids.
Hello.
That was our job. Our job was to go outside and play, alright? That from sun up to sundown. But kids these days they're not outside as much. But when they are outside, you gotta protect your kids in the sun while they're in the sun. So first, you need to know that the sun's rays are strongest between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Alright? So be very vigilant during these times. If you drop your kid off to camp, make sure they have plenty of water, make sure they have sunglasses, make sure they have hats. In a lot of cases, you want to put long sleeves on your children, a lightweight long sleeve shirt, and possibly lightweight long pants instead of shorts for protection from bug bites and the sun as well. You actually stay cooler when you have on long sleeves in the summer. I know it sounds crazy, but
that is true.
Stay cooler. I mean, don't go wearing a sweatshirt. You're not gonna, no hoodies. You're not gonna stay cool.
Looking like you about to rob a bank or something. Looking suspicious.
Right, a nice little lightweight long sleeve for boys, lightweight t-shirt material. For girls, maybe like a lightweight cotton, like a little tunic, long sleeve, lightweight tunic, or a little baby doll shirt, things of that nature can help protect their skin from UV lights and sun rays. Whenever the child is going to be outside to protect them from the sun, you want to use some sun protection, SPF. Okay, that is for everyone.
Ethnic
Okay.
group too. I'm sorry, Black Evie. I just want to throw that out there.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
Culture, no matter your culture, race, creed, whatever. Okay.
It don't. The sun don't discriminate, and that CME that made the aurora borealis come where it wasn't supposed to be. The sun doing a lot of work right now. Pay attention to what Black Evie saying. I usually don't like to do what I just did, but the sun can get y'all.
It can, and apply that sunscreen 30 minutes before the kid is going to be outside, alright? And reapply every couple of hours after that, or after they get out the pool, or if they've been sweating excessively, alright? Keep your babies up under one, out of the sun as much as you can. Dress them in light. Dress your baby in lightweight, light colored clothing with long sleeves and long pants. See, there you go. Now, I'm doing a meeting right now. I'm reading from my source because I wanted to make sure I got you some detailed information, and that is SeattleChildren's.org. Okay, /health safety /keep kids healthy. Alright? Let me see. Make sure sunglasses, they make sunglasses for babies.
What?
Yes. Yeah, you ain't never seen that. Oh, yeah, the
Cutest little thing.
So you can
What?
find
No.
babies some sunglasses.
I'm out of the loop.
Lightweight sunglasses.
I know
And make sure they provide 100% UV protection. Alright? When it's 90 degrees or above and humid, children shouldn't typically play outside or exercise for more than 30 minutes at a time. Alright? We've heard tragic stories in the past about children out in schools and they're exercising, the coach is working them out. You know, the kid wants to stop, the coach is like, quit being a punk. You know, no. We teach your child. If they have to stop, they have to stop. And they need to drink water, and the coach or the adults around should make sure that that is being done as well. They should not be overrunning these children, overfeeding them. Overfeeding is, oh my gosh, I go through that. So,
You go through that not because of no exercise.
I'm not going to get into it, okay? But I know the feeling, all right? It's not cool. Make sure they drink plenty of water. Keep them with a bottle of water. Keep them with their little, they got the cutest little water cups, I swear. Keep them with one and make sure they take breaks to cool off in the shade, you know, in the shade or bring them inside. You know when they need to sit down and cool off. Please be very attentive and vigilant to the children when it comes to the sun. And that's all I got. Oh, Amazon, I'm sorry. Mitri,
Yeah.
you wanted to know about Amazon. What?
Amazon. Well, we was talking it up about Amazon. KBZ actually brought it up about Amazon possibly having employment for children, and we were wondering, is that a viable source of employment for children?
Not that I have seen anywhere in my Amazon dealings. 18 and up is the age.
18 and up is the age to work in the plants. But if you're doing online, how do they know how old you are? If you're doing some of the customer service and some of the other
Well, you do. I know
internet
you.
platforms.
You have to submit documentation,
Yeah, so
and we want to make sure that when they doing it, you know, we want them to be qualified for what they're trying to do, all across the board. But as a reflection, no, I mean, at the end of the day, I guess theoretically you could work under somebody else's name. I wouldn't suggest that, but do. No, I'm about to address that right now. You know, and on this transparency, getting to know. Don't go out there and try to do something that ain't right. Don't go trying to slick the government, be somebody you're not, or falsify your information, because it will come back to haunt you.
Yeah.
Yes, it will.
It ain't. Yeah, I would never suggest that. But it's a good point, you know, because a lot of these kids might look at online jobs, and I'm glad you brought that up, KBZ, because I personally would try to steer this youth generation away from online jobs, because online seems to be their problem. They have no social skills,
Right.
so they need to get in the work field with people that can teach them how to socialize on a job, communicate, have ethics, and all of those things that go along with it. But I'm going to jump back to piggyback off of Black EB, then I got to pay some bills after that, and we'll come back and we'll wrap up the show. Definitely have your water. And while you were speaking, Black EB, for the children in the sun, also, if your kid has asthma, make sure they have the inhaler, the breathing treatment, whatever that figures out to be for them, or any other medication that they may need. And people, please, everybody, I don't care where you are on earth, you don't even have to be here in the United States, wherever you're listening, please check your car. Don't leave your kids in the car. Don't roll down the window, crack it, leave it running, or whatever. It's so many things that can go wrong with that. You leave a kid in the car with the engine running and the AC on. I was privy to watch a kid that did that, backed out their grandma's car, didn't get far, but when they went forward, they slammed it into a wall. And the kid was like 12. And that's because someone left that child in the car by themselves. And that child should have went with you. If you can't take your child and be responsible moving forward, and your child is not ready for that type of responsibility, they need to go where you go. And they don't need to be left in the car or forgotten in a car seat. I still don't understand how that happens.
I don't either.
Okay? Like, we'll cover that in another show. But right now...
Real quick, before you go, on the water tip, you need to get your own pitcher, preferably glass, and put you either lemons or oranges in it, and put that in your children's water bottle, because that helps with the electrolytes, and the kids need electrolytes, because you can drink a lot of water and it still not hydrate your body.
Okay, I'm gonna say this, then I'm really gonna go to commercial. Electrolytes. I'm addicted to Gatorade. It has electrolytes, but it carries a lot of sugar. So, unless you get Gatorade Zero, don't try to pump your kids full of Gatorade. They have Pedialyte and other sources too, but what KBZ just said is the best way, natural. Now, without any further delay, I really do have to cut to our advertisement for the day. At least I'm trying to.
Visit wearebroadcasters.com/hope, furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station. We are strong, we are resilient, and we will get through this together. But these are stressful times, and it's important to also practice good self-care. It's normal to feel overwhelmed, anxious, or afraid, but there is hope. Reach out to someone, connect with your friends, stay in touch with your community, and know that you are not alone. Learn more at wearebroadcasters.com/hope, furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Somos fuertes, pero son tiempos estresantes. Comuníquese con alguien, conéctese con sus amigos y sepa que no está solo. Visita wearebroadcasters.com/hope, que empieza de la National Association of Broadcasters y de esta estación. Somos fuertes. Somos resilientes y superaremos esto juntos. Pero son tiempos estresantes y es importante practicar también un buen cuidado personal. Es normal sentirse abrumado, sin embargo, hay esperanza. Comuníquese con alguien, conéctese con sus amigos, manténgase en contacto con su comunidad y sepa que no está solo. Obtenga más información en wearebroadcasters.com/home, que empieza de la National Association of Broadcasters y de esta estación.
You took the first step and quit smoking, but even former smokers may still be at risk for lung cancer. That's why SaveTheSeer.org wants you to know about a new low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early. It takes only 60 seconds and could save your life. You took the first step, now take the next. Visit
Everybody got about a minute.
SaveTheSeer.org
They can wrap up what they got to say because we get close to the
to your
time.
doctor about screening. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
That one's
Has dado el primer paso y dejaste de fumar, pero hasta los exfumadores todavía pueden correr el riesgo del cáncer de pulmón. Salvatupulmón.org te informa que ahora hay una nueva tomografía de baja dosis que puede detectar el cáncer de pulmón temprano. Solo toma 60 segundos y podría salvarte. Has dado el primer paso. Ahora da el siguiente. Visita salvatupulmón.org para un cuestionario simple para ver si eres elegible para la tomografía y habla con tu doctor. Salvatupulmón.org es presentada por la iniciativa Lung Force de la Asociación Americana del Pulmón y el Ad Council.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty slim.
All right. Thank you for listening to our ads for the day in multiple languages. And I really love that because we do have people that don't only speak English listening to WAIF. And it's just beautiful how diverse we really are here at WAIF. Now we are down to our last 10 or so minutes of the show. And I want to close out to make sure we get to leave you with our last little tidbits. And we'll probably follow up at the end of this month, since this month has 5 Wednesdays, with more reminders about getting your child into a program or a job for the summer. We probably won't go as far in depth, but as always, you can watch us on YouTube and play the show back and get the information. You can hit us up in an email. You can also call our office phone and leave your contact information so we can get the info to you. And when we do our YouTubes, we'll put the links to everything we mentioned on the show on the YouTube. Now, before I go, because I'm going to let everybody do like a 1-minute exit and wrap it up so I can get the contact information into y'all. Sis, Jala, did we mention the part about the museum in the Eden Park yet?
No, not
We didn't?
yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and KBZ, you might know more about this too. The museum, Cincinnati Art Museum in Eden Park, on Thursdays, you can visit like paid exhibits for free. Now, it might be every Thursday or maybe a third Thursday, but what you can do is go to CincinnatiArtMuseum.org and you can look up what is actually which Thursday for paid exhibits are free. Also, the admission to the art museum is always free, and they have a lot of free stuff down there for you to do to enrich your culture and share, expanding the horizon of your child's life too. We, as a crew here at Getting to Know, we always try to do different things and learn outside of what our norm is. So I wanted to make sure we got that out there. Check out the Cincinnati Art Museum. Free exhibitions. I think it's Thursdays. I'm not sure how often on Thursdays, but it's at least one Thursday out the month. And y'all can check them out at CincinnatiArtMuseum.org. So I'll start with you, KBZ. What you want to leave them with? We got about a minute apiece, and then I got to wrap it up.
Well, kids about to be out of school. Let's find some viable options for our children over the summer. We do not want mothers going to jail because they got to work and they got to leave the kids at home. So if you have to pay a family member or a young person in your neighborhood that's trustworthy to watch your kids, please do that because they will lock you up for that. And most of us as mothers understand.
Yes.
We get it. And those of us in our community understand that it's really targeted at us. But, so, that's why we did this program, to make sure you had the options and opportunities to buy into something.
That part.
Yes, that was some valuable information.
Let's shake that up.
Well, I would like to weigh in on one last thing. I do not want to leave out the recreation centers, because we have a lot of those in our neighborhoods as well that provide for the youth and the children. And when you get a chance, go on to Google Cincinnati Recreation Commission to see what opportunities they have there for you all. Or you could go to the website Ohio is OH Cincinnati web.myvscloud.com. But check those out so we could try to keep our children busy and keep them occupied and less distracted from the streets and negative things. And parents, if you all do not pray, please say a prayer when you wake up in the morning to cover our children, so when they walk out the door, the Lord will be protecting them and watching over them and helping them to make better decisions and choices.
Hey, man, we gotta shake that up. Shake that up, Kevin. Yes.
Oh, and the Cincinnati Zoo summer camp. I forgot all about that one. You know what? It's so much that children could do. Parents, please take the time out and go on to the website and Google Recreation Center, Google the YMCA, Google Cincinnati Zoo, and activities for children to do for the summertime. I will guarantee you can find something that will accommodate our budget if we do not have a high budget. So please check them out. And you all have a blessed day.
Amen. Black Evie. 1 minute and out.
Okay. All right. Well, everybody, I didn't get to all my safety tips, but I'll just kind of bullet point some for you. Water safety. All right. Watch those babies around that water. Do not take your eye off of them even for a second. If you have to turn your head, make sure another adult has eyes on them around that water. Okay? Wear those life jackets. Make sure they have life jackets, especially if you're going on vacation. It is very important. Make sure you check the height of the water. The safety height is 3 feet. So make sure you know the height of the water. Make sure that they're around any water sources, the little spray water sources where they can go and run under the little spray things.
Spray grounds.
Yeah.
I remember the fire hydrants back in the day.
So watch the babies when you're around the water sources. When you're doing your lawn care, make sure the babies up under 5 are inside or far away from lawnmowers or lawn type tools. Don't let any children under 12 years old use a lawnmower. Alright? Don't let them do it. If it's a driving lawnmower, 16 and over. Don't let nobody 15, 14, 13 because they're playing video games and they think they know how to drive.
And fly planes and all kinds of stuff.
Don't do it. Do not do it. Make sure that kids are safe and geared up for any riding or activities such as bike rides, scooters, anything with wheels. Anything with wheels that can go fast. Make sure they have on a helmet, knee pads, elbow pads. Make sure they have on their PPE to play.
And if you don't know what PPE is, personal protective equipment. Okay.
There you go. Make sure watching them on the playgrounds. Okay, playgrounds is just as dangerous as water. So make sure that you have eyes on them in the playgrounds, on the swings. It's wood chips that are, you know, that they walk on. Just watch the babies, okay? Keep it clean, keep it safe for the babies, and I'm out.
That part right there. I will mention that Ja Love was in the studio when you was talking about the spray grounds. I thought that was so cute when they said spray grounds. But Ja Love did pull me back into, you know, back when we was growing up. That was a fire hydrant.
Yes, yes, fire hydrant water. Yes.
Okay, that's how we did that.
Yeah, miniature block parties with the fire hydrant.
Exactly.
Summertime.
And wait a minute, we didn't have no PPE, no helmet, no elbow pads, no nothing. We didn't have no water. We played outside all day long. They used to tell us we didn't come back home till we was hot, hungry, or tired.
Exactly.
Yes. But these kids ain't built like that no more. So I don't know what they put in the Similac, the Isomil or what, but that's for another show.
Yeah.
All right. I'm down to 3 minutes, and I want to make sure I get the contact info in for the show in case you missed some links, because we spit out a whole bunch of links today. As always, thank you to the Getting to Know team for the work y'all do on the show and behind the scenes, and the transparency and the dedication that you have, because we all know this is a radio show that is not a paid situation. We do this from our heart and our passion, and we do need donations to keep going forward. So I'm gonna give you opportunities the way you can donate to our show. Our listeners and corporations with like missions of our own. It gives everybody a chance to be heard and get some resources. So again,